Hey everybody and welcome back to more Kickstarter crap. Today we're going to take a look at Acton R rocket skates, world's first smart wearable mobility. If that made any fucking sense.
Hi Kickstarters, it's here. Your promised future has arrived.
Oh my god. This guy's like a villain from the future. He sounds like it, and he kind of looks like it with a camouflaged collar like he has. You know, he's actually very reminiscent of Will Ferrell from Zoolander, if he didn't have the crazy hair and he wasn't into fashion and instead rocket skates.
Hi Kickstarters, it's here. Your promised future has arrived. One of the cornerstones of the flying car, jetpack, rocket skates trifecta now exists.
A flying car, jetpack, and rocket skates. That is the trifecta of the promised future. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there's only a bifecta, and that consists of a hoverboard, and I think you guys would agree with that, and cyber hookers. That's all you need in the future. You know? What's the need for a flying car? You just use your hoverboard, right? It's bullshit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, the jetpack, that's totally, like, promised future. And the flying car, that's totally promised future as well. But I'm pretty sure that fucking rocket skates that you put on the end there, that's sort of like a asterisk next to it, like, may substitute for any other future thing that is going to be better or worse than the fucking hover skates. It's not even hover skates, it's fucking rocket skates.
Push the button to turn the rocket skates on. To get going, kick off, and once you start rolling, the 4 powerful brushless hub motors engage, propelling you to infinity and beyond. To accelerate, you tilt forward. To slow down and brake, you put your heel down. But don't lean back. It takes a little bit of practice. But just remember what it was like to learn how to ride a bike or rollerblade.
Oh yeah, that looks action-packed, adrenaline-fueled. I can't wait to go walking pace. Whew, that's gonna be so exciting to go walking pace without actually walking. That is gonna blow people's minds.
Imagine cruising down the boulevard, wind in your face, listening to your favorite tunes. You're on your way to pick up a cup of coffee. Or get around a college campus. The best part is you can wear them in or put them in your backpack. The app connects you to other skaters.
Great. I love that. I love apps. Out of all the things I could have hoped for to improve the rocket skates, apps was the one thing that was on my mind the whole time. You know, not a less bulky design, not actual rockets, not longer battery life. It was fucking apps. Please give me an app so that I could not use it. The slogan at the end of the video reads, "Launching you into the future." I would rephrase that completely because I don't think it's very accurate. The new slogan, if I took charge of the company, would be, "Struggling to move you at a quarter the speed of a Segway." If you want to get an idea of what you're going to look like while wearing these rocket skates, I highly suggest you avoid looking at the pictures they provided because they literally have the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air wearing rocket skates and some bitch who thinks she's a metal worker. Now, I've said this once before. I said it with the Snipe Kickstarter project. You know, the Kickstarter project where you shoot Nerf bullets at a iPad. I said that was stupid because you can get a Nerf gun and shoot Nerf bullets at anything you want. The same can be said for this piece of shit. What if I told you that there were a pair of skates on the market right now that go much, much faster than the 12 miles an hour that these skates claim to go? And what if I told you that they required 0 batteries, they are powered by your body, and that serves as a fitness device as well as a great mode of transportation, and they cost a quarter of the amount of rocket skates? Would you say to yourself, that sounds great, I know I fucking would. Oh wait, those already exist. They are called fucking inline skates. Fucking blades, man. Fucking blades. Now, if you don't want to wear skates that look like they're from the 90s, I completely understand. Why the hell would you want to look like you're from the 90s? Oh my gosh, that would be absurd, right? Well, there's an option. You could wear the skates that the Dog Whisperer wears. He seems to fucking enjoy them. Use those. If you don't like those and you like the awkward pivoting motion that you need from, I don't know, let's say Heelys, you can go and pick up yourself a pair of Heelys. They do the same exact thing. But then again, you have the convenience of popping the wheels out and using them as regular shoes. Regular shoes that aren't quite as bulky as these awkward fucking rocket skates. Just be careful. Wear a helmet and safety gear, just as you would with inline skates or a skateboard. Wow, I can't think of a more depressing existence than wearing rocket skates while wearing a helmet and fucking knee pads and elbow pads. That is so unbelievably depressing. Not the helmet or knee pads or any of that shit. The fact that you would need them with something that goes 1 mile an hour. That is absurd. It's like the same people who are going to be wearing, a helmet, knee pads, and ankle pads for a Segway, or an electric scooter. That is a depressing existence and should be avoided at all costs. If you crack your head open while wearing rocket skates, you deserve to have your head cracked. Wear a helmet and safety gear. Yeah, I'm sure that you would have sold $150,000 worth of rocket skate gear if you featured all your hipster fucks in your video with safety gear. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to sell the product. No, you're not going to sell any products if they're all loaded to the gills with safety gear. You morons. Yes, wear safety gear. So how do I argue against $150,000 in sales? Well, I would say that most people bought it because it looks very glamorous. They have a warped perception of what it's going to look like when they put it on their feet. They're going to regret their purchase as soon as they realize that they aren't a cute, interracial hipster couple, and instead they are a fat, single guy who barely meets the weight requirements for the rocket skates and ends up plummeting down a hill after his rocket skates commit suicide. So to wrap this whole thing up, I will say that I'm a fan of rocket skates. Rocket skates aren't bad. They seem pretty cool to me. No, not these. Skates with actual rockets on them. These are Segways for your feet. I'm not interested in Segways for your feet. Not unless they have a lifetime battery supply and they're solar powered. And they got antennas. And they make you go as fast as the characters in Jet Grind Radio. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Kickstarter crap taking a look at solar shoes. Whatever the fuck they're called. Thank you so much for watching. Remember Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.com/TV. And remember to tune in next time when I skate on a salamander. When I skate on a salamander. That was a bad one. That was a really bad one. That was uproariously bad. Uproariously. That's one of those words. I don't know what they're called. Where what the word sounds like means what it is. Uproar. Uproariously. Kind of like a if you say scratch, scratch kind of sounds like what it sounds like. The word scratch sounds like what scratch sounds like. You can do it with any word, really, You can do it with the word backpack. What does that sound like? It sounds like a pack you're going to carry on your back. What do you do? What does the sounds make? You put on your back. That's the first part. Back. And then you clip the front strap together to hold in place. Back. It doesn't sound like that when you guys put on a backpack? Okay, whatever. Maybe it's just me.